メジャー翻訳速報。いよいよワールドシリーズの開幕が近づいてきましたね。ドジャースの大谷翔平選手の活躍に注目が集まっています。対戦相手のヤンキースには強打者ファンソトがおり、両チームの激突に期待が高まります。今回はワールドシリーズに向けた現地メディアの注目ポイントを日本語翻訳でお届けします。皆さんはどちらのチームを応援しますか？よかったらコメント欄で教えてください。それではご覧ください。
Things we do well when we go to the World Series and we cover one game a night is we know what the storylines are before and after each game. We do a great job of that. Our producers, our entire production staff, we love thinking about the big narratives, the storylines. So I've got questions going into game one of the World Series. I've ranked them. The 9 biggest questions heading into the 2024 Fall Classic. Will you guys
let's do it, Greg.
Handle this, Greg's
Let's
list with me?
Let's see what you got.
Can we chime in?
By all means.
Okay.
Number 9, Tommy Kahnle. Will he only throw changeups in the World Series? This dude's thrown 48 straight hands on deck. Game 7. I believe this is going game 7, by the way. This is going to go 7 games.
No.
You don't need to add him to the roster. He's already on the roster.
You ever watched Austin Powers? There are 700 million reasons why he is not going to pitch in that World Series.
But you believe he's probably been back in the bullpen. He's probably been pitching the hitters for 2 months.
Well, he looked
right?
great in August in the bullpen. This was not a guy throwing 78 miles an hour.
He may have one in the chamber.
Yes. I'm with you. Give me some.
He may have one in the chamber.
Not that we're rooting for it, but we're rooting for it.
Greg, if someone's number 1 on the list, you got to get like T-shirts or something. You got to mail him a T-shirt. Like Ohtani should get a T-shirt now.
Man, I'm blue.
Said you made Greg's list, dry fit, something like that.
You need to be my manager.
All right, let's get.
Greg just says it so when it happens, he's going to know you heard it here first.
There you go.
So with Freddie in play, and both of these lineups are star-studded, who is the most dangerous hitter in the 2024 World Series between the Yankees and the Dodgers, based on how they're swinging it right now, or maybe other intangibles that are coming up in your head?
Mine, is he behind me? There he is. Dodger destroyer, Mookie Betts. Yes, and I'm going to tell you why.
He's the most dangerous.
He's the most dangerous. First of all, he's got a monster pedigree. Let me give you a little 2018 ALCS. Oh, is that Garrett Cole? Double off the wall. He's playoff proven. He's a champion. We love to go deep in the 2020 World Series, but he brings a different element. Not only is he on fire, by the way, 346 with a 700 slugging in the NLCS this year. Oh, he was off to a bad start. It's a slump. No, superstars generally find a way. But this is the intangible I love. By the way, he steals almost 3 times as often in the postseason as he does in the regular season. Why? 90 feet are really important. Not only is this guy a guy who can steal bases, but he's efficient. 14 of 15 attempts in a Dodger uniform in the postseason. So when he decides to go, he's safe. This is his career postseason numbers, where he's got 17 bags, 18 attempts. And, I mean, you're just looking at a guy who's a superstar. I think they're going to be so careful with Ohtani that you breathe a little sigh of relief, and then boom, got him.
I like Mookie.
Mookie's going to get
He's one of my
shot.
favorite players in the world. So,
outstanding.
okay, you think he's the most dangerous hitter in this World Series?
I do. Well, that's why I did the breakdown.
All right, I like it.
Yeah,
Who's the
I
most
love that,
dangerous?
Mike. I love that. But I know this guy won't win the MVP, but there's nobody whose game is more suited for postseason baseball than Juan Soto.
Oof.
Nobody. There's nobody in the game who, no matter what situation, every single at-bat, he is going to grind you out. There's not much swing and miss in his game. If you make a mistake, he's going to make you pay. He is patient enough to stick around and wait for you to give him the pitch to hit. And if you don't give it to him, he will take it. He will work himself into a good position, and then he's going to make you pay. There's nobody in the game right now in the postseason who's hitting the ball as hard as Juan Soto. And it seems like he's been doing it all year. And if he's not taking it, if he gets into a 2-strike count, he will foul you off until
he gets that heater.
Until he gets that pitch that he's looking for, and he's going to make sure that he's hitting his pitch, not your pitch. And he's going to do that on a consistent basis. And like I say, when you go through the postseason, every single hitter that we've seen this postseason right now, nobody's hitting the ball harder on an average, with their average exit velo than Juan Soto right now. Hitting the ball almost 100 miles an hour on average. He's getting a good pitch to hit, and he's driving it.
You guys do know Aaron Judge and Shohei Ohtani are in this World Series.
Yeah. But if I'm in a postseason, big situation, one at bat, Soto's game plays. Like I say, he's not going to be the MVP. I completely understand that. But in this scenario, in a small sample size in the postseason, you want Soto at the plate, and I think that's who they should pitch around.
You said earlier, you expect them to pitch around.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why I listened to Chris Young.
You should.
Aaron Judge is the most dangerous hitter.
Okay.
Chip on his shoulder, hitting 161 in the postseason. People talking about he's barely hitting over 200 in his career in the postseason. He's out to show everyone Soto's getting the love in front of him. Stan's the ALCS MVP behind him. He's the MVP. This is still the greatest right-handed hitter in baseball right now. Aaron Judge, with Juan Soto being second. And then Juan and
Oh, yeah.
メジャー翻訳速報。とても興味深い展開でしたね。大谷翔平選手についてワールドシリーズでの投球の可能性が話題に上がりましたが、7億ドルの契約を考えるとリスクは取れないでしょう。ただ8月のブルペンでは素晴らしい投球を見せていたそうで、もしかしたらという期待も高まりますね。またファンとしては判定が気になるジャッジ選手の不振からの復活劇にも注目です。ポストシーズンでの打率1割6分1厘という数字を覆せるでしょうか。皆さんはどう思われますか？ぜひコメント欄で感想をお聞かせください。それではまた次回の動画でお会いしましょう。ご視聴ありがとうございました。